Hey everyone, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Chris and I'm a filmmaker and photographer. Today, I just want to share with you how we crowdfunded our feature film in just 1 week without having a large social media following. If you follow my channel, you've heard me talk about the feature film that I'm making this year. I've shared the campaign video and the proof of concept teaser that we shot. So if you haven't watched those yet, go check those out to get a feel for what the movie is going to be. But yeah, we recently hit 100% of our crowdfunding campaign goal in just 8 days. So I wanted to come on here and explain how we did it. As you can see, I only have about 850 YouTube subscribers and I only have about 1,300 Instagram followers. So while this isn't nothing, it's not a huge following either. So I just want to share with you guys how we did that, and maybe you can find some of this useful and you can use it on your own projects. Okay, so how did we do it? First, I have to give a disclaimer. Even though I don't have a huge social media following, what I do have is over 10 years experience working in the local film and music community. So I've been making connections and putting my work out there for a long time. People in the community know me and they like my work. This is crucial. And if you don't have this community yet, don't get discouraged or give up. You just have to start, right? You just have to start putting your work out there. It takes time. Like I said, I've been putting myself out there for over 10 years and I've never asked anyone for money. I showed everyone what I could do for no money. I'm not going to list all my accomplishments here, but if you're curious, you can check out my website in the description. So for crowdfunding, we decided to use Seed & Spark. Seed & Spark is a crowdfunding platform specifically for filmmakers. This video isn't sponsored by them, but I truly love what they're doing. I watched their crowdfunding class videos and read every single article on their website. I really did my homework and followed what they said, which meant a lot of prep before we launched the campaign. The first thing I did, which I should have done a long time ago, is start an email subscription list. This got about 100 subscribers, which again, isn't a lot, but it isn't nothing either. I sent out weekly newsletters to the subscriber list, updating them on what was happening with the film. Next, I reached out to Planet Ant Theater, a local nonprofit organization who me and my producers have worked with extensively in the past. I asked them if they'd like to come on as a producer, and they said yes, and later came on as our fiscal sponsor as well. This meant that when we launched our campaign, it would go out to their email list of 10,000 subscribers. It also meant that all contributions to our campaign would be tax deductible since they are a nonprofit. And last but not least, it gave us a stamp of approval from an established organization that is well known and important to the community. The next thing we did is shoot a proof of concept teaser for the film. I basically took a bunch of snippets of scenes and put them together to make a fake trailer for the movie. I wanted to give people an idea of what the film would look and feel like. I put a lot of effort into making this as professional and cinematic as I could, even though we shot it in about 1 day. I got real locations, extras, anything I could to really sell it and up the production value. Then we shot talking heads of me and the producers pitching the film. While I was working on this, I was also working on the crowdfunding page, adding images, unique headers, cast and crew bios, and production and budget breakdowns. When I finished, I submitted it to Seed & Spark, and here's what I really love about them. They look over your campaign and give you personal feedback. I made the few changes they suggested, resubmitted, and got approved to launch. But we didn't launch just yet. While we were working on all that stuff, we were also organizing an in-person fundraiser that would take place on the day of the launch. We held the fundraiser at Planet Ant Theater, the same organization that was a producer and fiscal sponsor on the film. We booked stand-up comedy, improv acts, and DJs, and showed a few of our previous short films, as well as the proof of concept. We also asked local businesses to donate items to be raffled off, and to my surprise, they all said yes. We got over $600 in raffle prizes. What I'm starting to learn is if you just ask, usually people will say yes. Another thing we did was make a QR code that people could scan that took them directly to the crowdfunding campaign. We had this QR code displayed on all the TVs in the theater throughout the night, and we also printed out posters and flyers with the QR code. We launched the crowdfunding campaign about an hour before the event. We ended up having a great turnout and raised over $2,000 just at that event alone. But we still didn't go public with our campaign. I had the cast and crew make a list of friends, family, or anyone else who showed interest in the film and reach out to them personally asking them to contribute. We did this for 6 days and we were able to raise over half the money before we even went public. When we finally did go public, it went out to the 10,000 people on the Planet Ant email list. We shared it on our social medias and we were able to raise the rest of the money in just 2 days. Now, if this all sounds impossible to you, I totally get it. I would have thought the same thing, but believe me, it really isn't. You just have to put in the work. Really, the biggest obstacle for me was the fear of failure. I had wanted to do this for so many years, but I was afraid that no one would give us the money. Getting over that and deciding to finally just go for it was the biggest hurdle for me, and I'm so glad that I did it. Our community really showed up for us, and I bet yours will too. You just need to put in the work and give them a reason to believe in you. So I hope this was helpful for some of you and that you got something out of it. If you have any questions, please leave a comment and I will do my best to answer it. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. And thanks. I'll see you in the next one.